up on these hoes. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on these hoes. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win, are you pretty like no.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. John Brown, 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for the Bills. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's McCoy. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Mariota to throw it. And Reed with it over the middle. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Trying try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, this is Geis. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, it's Geis. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll go down at the 28. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Go! Let's run! Let's run! They're running! Yo Trip is here, baby! Yo Trip is here! Single, single! One!
Mariota to throw it this time. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
A give to McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now McCoy, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Gone, 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 gone. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So he showed off a big leg, but couldn't get it to check up. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Allen now on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's caught by Beasley. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard.
Now Allen again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A beautiful fake. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Hey, watch this, watch this. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go one more.
Easy.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now.
Allen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. John Simon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota now. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
3 down.
Mariota on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a toss. This is Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Ready, blue line. Easy.
And they'll run it here. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On the ground, Geis able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen now on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And here come the Redskins now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That